The game is going to feature dealership repo missions, kind of like what we got with Simeon on GTA 5. I'm sure it's going to be like more detailed and all that, and it'll probably have backstories behind it. Or maybe it'll just be a side mission you could do once in a while because there seems to be different locations for the missions. But that's just something that you should be aware of, that there's going to be dealerships and they're going to repo cars.
Franklin, what the fuck are you doing?
Now this next detail, some people are going to hate it and some people are going to love it. It depends on how you reacted to the same feature in Red Dead Redemption 2. But players are going to have to eat food and drink to maintain their hydration and their stamina, their hunger, things like that. Now, like I said, there's people that are going to absolutely hate that because, you know, it's something you have to worry about instead of just playing the game. But other people, they like those features because it makes the game more immersive, and I mean, you can't really argue with that. It's true, it does make it more immersive. Now, all the food items in the game are not really known as of yet, but there's alcohol like wine and there's fruit and things like that that players could have on their person and I guess eat whenever they want. Red Dead Redemption 2 had similar features to this. The two main characters are Lucia and Jason. Lucia, she seems to be a Hispanic woman that's below average height, and Jason, he's a white redneck looking guy that's above average height. Not really much else is known about either character or their backstory or why they're together, but I think it's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship because they're trying to go for a Bonnie and Clyde type storyline. There might even be a third playable character, or maybe there might be a special mission where you play as other people, but this is not confirmed or even known yet, so we can't really say anything about that yet. You're gonna be able to carry dead or unconscious people the same way you could in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's also possible to restrain hostages because there's something that shows this. When Lucia and Jason are robbing a diner, you could approach a NPC and then you get them to get on the ground, and then there was an option to restrain him where Lucia, she puts like one of those, I forgot what you call it, but the zip ties on his hands so that he can't go anywhere. So I think that means that you could actually kidnap people in this game and put them in your trunk. There's going to be side missions about jumpers in different parts of the map. I think that they mean suicide jumpers. I'm not really sure yet because it doesn't say that, but that's usually what people mean when they say that they have a jumper. So it's possible that there's side missions where the player could be driving and then a random event plays out where somebody's trying to jump and then the player could stop them. They have security cameras in the game this time that actually do work, CCTV. So if you get caught on camera, I think you get a wanted level, and depending on the mission, you might even have guards that come after you with guns. There's a clip where a guy that's playing, he gets detected by a CCTV, and then the thug walks over and then looks at them and he starts shooting at him. In some parts of the map, the police will actually pat down NPCs and also maybe players too, and sometimes they have a chance to find something illegal on them. We know this because there's files in the game for a police pat down, and there's animations for if the police don't find anything, and there's also animations for if they do find something. There's also different animations depending on the pedestrian that they're patting down. It could be a gang member or a random civilian. There's going to be gyms that the players could actually go to, and I think that they're gonna do kind of what they did for Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's possible to like slightly alter the main character's appearance, but not too much. If players are able to go to a gym and work out in GTA 6, that's gonna be a big deal, because the last GTA game that lets you do this is GTA San Andreas on the PS2. That came out in 2004, by the way. There's a really good chance that basketball will be a playable side activity in GTA 6. Kind of like how tennis was playable in GTA 5 and like other things like that. The reason for this is because there's different basketball courts around the map, and I don't see the reason why they will put that in the code if there wasn't going to be something the player could interact with in some kind of way. Another exciting feature that's going to be in the game is fishing. There's going to be fishing, that's 100% confirmed. There's bait and tackle shops, places where you could buy fishing gear around the map, and NPCs will also be fishing too. This is something that was possible in Red Dead Redemption 2, so it's nice to see it back in GTA 6. The game is going to have drive-in movie theaters, and the reason why we think that is there's files that are named about an outdoor movie screen. If it turns out that the game does have drive-in movie theaters, that would also be a series first, because no GTA game has ever done that before. And it kind of makes sense because, like I said, they're going for a Bonnie and Clyde storyline, and going to the movies, I guess, is romantic, right? So I guess they are gonna have that in the game. Characters and NPCs, they're gonna have varying heights and builds in the game. Two people don't look exactly the same. Like, people don't realize this, but in GTA 5 in the cutscenes, Lamar is taller than Franklin, but in the game, Franklin and Lamar are the same height. Along with every other character in the game, they're all the same height in game. When it comes to GTA 6, it's not gonna be like that at all. There's a clip where Lucia, she's walking through a nightclub, and there's people that are shorter, there's people that are taller, some people are more muscular, some people are really fat. So, like, as you can see, it's not the same. Another thing is that Lucia, she's below average height, and Jason, he's above average height, so I think they did that on purpose so that players could experience both. One thing that people are going to like a lot about this game is that you're going to be able to enter stores GTA 4 style, and this is something you couldn't do in GTA 4. You could actually rob the business, including each patron that's inside the business. There's a clip that's a lot like Pulp Fiction where it shows this happening. The interiors of buildings, they actually have really incredible detail from what people have said. This also probably means that there's going to be a lot of Interable Buildings compared to GTA 5, because when it comes to GTA 5, there's not, like, I mean, yeah, GTA 5 is a really cool game, right, but there's not really that many buildings you could go inside of, and you can't go inside any of the restaurants at all in the game. There's literally a drive-thru at the Up and Atom, and you can't use it in that game. There's going to be multiple car washes, and they're going to be a lot bigger than the one in GTA 5. As far as I know, GTA 5 only has one car wash, and it's actually comically small. It would never survive in real life if it was that small, but the car washes in GTA 6, like, I mean, the ones that they did show in the leaks, they seem to be really big, like, you know, true to life size. And there's probably going to be a lot of hidden features that we don't know about that you can interact with. In GTA 6, it's going to be possible to break into shipping containers, and then once you get inside, you can take whatever's inside. I think that's a pretty cool feature because that actually is something that real gangs do. They'll go to, like, you know, a shipping area, they'll find a container that's marked, and then they'll go inside and they'll steal whatever's inside. Another level to this is that some people, they'll take a car to a chop shop, and then once they chop the car, change the VIN number, change the color, everything, they will actually put the car into the back of a container just like that, and then they'll ship it, you know, they'll ship it somewhere like Ghana, or, you know, somewhere international, like to China or wherever the buyer is. That's where the car is going. In some of the gameplay clips, you could see the main characters, they sling rifles over their back instead of just, like, you know, putting them away somewhere, and there's also an option to get a duffel bag to carry more weapons. One of the biggest jokes about GTA is that you have a weapon wheel, and then you have, like, you know, 100 weapons, right? That you just somehow shove up your entire asshole. I don't know how, but I think they're trying to make it more like how it was in Red Dead Redemption 2, where you have to have a few weapons at a time, and if you want to have more, you have to have a backpack to carry more weapons. Since we're talking about weapons, it probably is a good time to talk about ammo. There's different types of ammo in the game, and something that we know about is heavy ammo, rifle ammo, pistol ammo, there's sniper ammo, rocket ammo, and there's also spear ammo. So there's going to be spear guns in the game. There's going to be a lot of different weapons and equipment in this game, and I actually have a list of all the confirmed ones right here. These are just the confirmed weapons and equipment. There's obviously going to be much more, but these are ones that you know for sure will be in the game. Weapons, ammo, and items could be shared between both playable characters. We know this because there's a section that says shared under some of the weapons and equipment. The main characters of GTA 6 are going to have special abilities a lot like the characters in GTA 5. Now, Lucia's ability is unknown, but when it comes to Jason, there's a clip where Jason walks to a pawn shop and he's able to case the place with his ability, which marks things like loot, safes, cash registers, and cameras. So I think that Jason is like some kind of professional thief. This is something that was already a feature in GTA 5, but very rare. But in GTA 6, there will be times where random NPCs will pull out guns and start fighting you with the police. So they are not off-duty cops, they are not cops whatsoever, but they have a gun, and sometimes they will use it to fight you if they see you fighting the police. There are going to be torture missions in the game. The context of this right now is not really known yet, but the reason we know this is because there is a script for a mission about a warehouse torture. We're not sure who's being tortured at what warehouse or why, but just be aware of that. That's something that's going to be in this game. That's really about all I have for now when it comes to confirmed details. I hope that this video was fun to watch. This leak is still very new, and I'm not even sure if they caught the hacker or not yet, but whether they do or don't, you could expect that there's going to be a bit more information that might come out. And another thing to keep in mind is that while it is kind of cool to know that GTA 6 exists, the leak is a bit of a bad thing too, because there's a good chance that Rockstar is going to actually change some content in the game because it was revealed too. Like, the game's not even announced yet, man. The game's not even announced yet, and we already know, like, you know, crucial things about the characters. I mean, we don't really know anything about the characters other than what they look like and all that, but Rockstar and the marketing teams, they have a certain way of doing things, and that got messed up a little bit by this leak. So while the game might not be delayed, there's a chance that they're going to change some details around here and there. It's really too early to tell how or what they're going to do to change certain things. Maybe they won't care because, I mean, let's be honest, if anything, all this did was generate more hype for GTA 6. It didn't really take away from it. It's true that first impressions are a really big deal and nobody wants to see an unfinished game, but it's GTA 6, people are going to buy it anyway. With that being said, if there's anything that you know about GTA 6 that you want to share, you can write it in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.